It looks like the grandmother of K9. Affirmative. Hello my loves, I'm Miss Mon. Welcome to my channel. Today we will be testing a vintage gadget that I picked up almost a year ago. I think it's been at least a year, and it is this. This is a 1960s Rolter hairdryer. Now, at-home hairstyling has been popular for many decades, and there's always new gadgets and gizmos coming out. This little beauty was made in what I'm thinking is the 1960s according to the very little information that was on the internet when I searched her up. She was made in New Zealand and she is a hair drying hood. You know when you go to salons or you see photos of vintage salons and everyone's under the cone of silence? This is the at-home version. Now she opens up and you pop yourself under the hood. There are multiple heat settings. She is insulated. Being bilingual is hard. Insulated. Now I found her in a vintage shop and she had been apparently outside for about 2 or 3 years, and I got her for a pretty amazing price. Since I decided to test her out, I have given her a massive clean. It is amazing what a little bit of gumption did. She was covered in scuffs and now she is almost scuff free. She's in really good condition. Both of her latches work. I did plug her up and my house didn't blow up, which is a plus, so she is in working condition. I have run her for a few minutes in case there was an odd smell or a spark or something. So I will show you her features and then we will test it out. So you pop that open, depending on how I'm holding her. Whoop, that way. So this clicks in, but I'm not going to click her in at the moment. Her power cord is inside, and then she has this heat dial, which is extendable from the inside of the machine. Our options are off, cool, warm, medium, and hot. Now, this is where your noggin goes. There are multiple air vents. The air comes out through the bottom, through this tube, and then it changes temperature depending on what setting you have it on. I mean, she's a bit bulky and clunky, but how else are you going to make a hood? There's a little latch on the inside here that you squeeze, and then she locks into place, so she will no longer fold. She also has a super handy dandy carry handle. Now I have set my hair using some Revlon Lotta Body, which is what I'm testing at the moment, and I am using bendy rollers. I haven't put in as many bendy rollers as I normally would. I have taken bigger sections just because I want a bit of a softer wave today, and I plan on trying out each function for at least 15 minutes. To the at-home salon. So I have spent 5 minutes under the cool just to see what that felt like. Then the warm setting for 15 minutes, the medium setting for 20 minutes, and then the hot setting for 15 minutes before I went down to the warm for another 10 and then off. I think that was pretty adequate. Normally under the modern hood, I take about half an hour, but the heat settings are a little bit stronger. There's a lot more heat on my head, whereas that one wasn't as heat intensive. I can definitely see myself using this in the future. I think I might, in my future home, set it up in my boudoir, so in case I just want to zone out for an hour and relax, that might be a good idea. Whilst under the hood, I took the opportunity to have some me time. So I had some late breakfast, some tea. I played a little bit of my Animal Crossing game. Don't judge me. Now there was a slight dust burning smell, but it only lasted about 5 minutes, unless it's lingering and I'm just used to it now. Who knows? Alrighty, I'm going to take my hair out and we will see how it's set. Oh, they're dry. Oh, okay, and they've got a good bounce to them. Okay. This might help if I had a mirror and could see what I was doing. Okay, let's see how the top went. She's dry. It's not crunchy. Oh, it's warm still. That's nice. Okay, that I am happy with. It's just a very soft 1940s look, which is sort of what I'm happy with today. I think that's a pretty successful testing vintage round. What do you guys think? How do you think it turned out? Would you try a vintage hair drying hood for yourself, or do you own one? I would love to know whether you have a gadget like this at home and how you use it and how often as well. That is all I have time for you guys today. Thank you so much for joining me on another vintage adventure. I am slowly getting over my irrational fear of plugging in vintage products and having them blow up my house. So I am hoping to move away from some of the other beauty items that we've been looking at and focusing more on gadgets. I have a few more gadgets around the home that I will be showing you how they work, and hopefully my house will still be here. Thank you so much for joining me. If you would like to, please feel free to like, comment and subscribe to my channel and join me on my adventures of vintage glamour and tomfoolery. Of course, you can also find me on any of my social medias. I will link them all in the description box below. If you would like to see close-ups of this Rolter hair drying hood, I will also be putting them on my blog, which is in the description box below. I will see you guys all next week with a brand new video, but until then, be kind, be true, be you, and I'll see you then. Bye! I'm going on another camping trip, and I really want to rock up and be like, oh, I have to bring my hair dryer and watch them try to talk me out of it.